Hey Capricorn, welcome to your weekly forecast for August 16th through the 22nd. We're going to see what's happening the week ahead with this deck here. And then since I didn't get a chance to do love readings for August, we're going to pull love and romance cards at the very end with this deck here. So I'm going to keep the two separate because I know some of you do not want to hear about love. I respect that. I understand that. But I don't want to leave the love people out either. So we're going to connect here. We're going to see what's going on for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Since we will be incorporating love into the reading towards the end, we'll include our Venus buddies as well. We're going to see what's going on here, though, for the Capricorn energy in the week ahead. If you stumble upon this video outside of the dates I mentioned, you found it when you were meant to find it, whenever you were meant to hear the messages. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It is a general reading, my darlings. Let's get right on into it and see what the energies are going to be like for Capricorn. Messages for our Capricorn friends. So the first card coming up here, Cappies, is the Six of Wands. This is a card having to do with victory. Okay? Now, keep in mind, the Six of Wands is going to follow the Five of Wands. And Five of Wands can be struggle, and it can also be competition. So the Six of Wands is victory over struggles as well as beating out the competition. So some of you may be receiving some good news. You may have put in for something recently that was very competitive, or there were a lot of other people going for it. Maybe you put in a request for business, an RFB, or maybe you had applied for a job, or you submitted something for consideration. And you may be finding out that you were chosen, that you are the one that stood out. So congratulations to you, Capricorn. Okay? Sometimes the Six of Wands comes up for me when there's something that's happening that's vindicating you or validating you. And I feel for some of you, Capricorn, you may have found yourself pushed out of a job in a work situation where there was lies that were being said about you, and people were trying to like make you look bad, and there may have been some politics and things that happened that ended up getting you pushed out of that job. And I feel like some truth is being revealed in your absence. And don't be surprised. Some of you are going to get a call from a former employer. Hey Capricorn, what's going on? Are you looking for a job right now? Oh, well, you know, we were thinking maybe, you know, you might want to come back. So don't be surprised if some of you have a situation like this. Okay, it doesn't have to be work related. It could be something within a family situation. It could be a relationship with an ex. Maybe people were lying about you and this person believed it, and now the truth is being revealed and they're like, oh my gosh, Capricorn, I'm so sorry I listened to them. You know, I know the truth now. Sometimes Six of Wands comes up in a way where you're being vindicated or validated, and in some disagreement or some kind of a struggle. Now, if you are self-employed, there could be a lot of business coming to you this week by word of mouth, okay? And you might just be seeing that people are noticing you when the Six of Wands is around. Your next card here is the Tower. Now, I know this is a card that scares a lot of people, and I understand it and I get it. But the Tower is not always going to be destruction and horror and terrible bad things, especially following the Six of Wands, okay? Six of Wands is a very positive energy. It's a very victorious energy. The Tower, first and foremost, is a major arcana card. The major arcana cards are going to come up when we're at a new chapter in our life. We're at a defining moment. It's a very significant time directly connected to things that we came here to accomplish and to conquer and to master. Okay? And the Tower card is about our life forever changing. We're completely and totally being pushed out of our comfort zone. Okay, we're forever and totally being awakened. Our eyes are opening. There's a paradigm shift with the Tower card. The Tower card is not always going to be bad things happening. The Tower card just basically says whatever no longer serves you, whatever's been holding you back, it's being blasted open. and you're coming into a time of freedom. The Tower comes to liberate us. And depending on where you are in your journey, if you're holding on to something kicking and screaming, even though the universe has shown you signs to let go of it, the Tower card can feel scary and it can feel painful. But if you're somebody that you're open up and you're like you're ready and you're putting yourself out there, the Tower card is going to feel scary in a different way. It's going to feel scary like, here I go. Whoa, wow, what a big change. Oh, wow, what a big opportunity. Oh, wow, I'm not used to this. It's going to feel scary in that way. But the Tower card is about liberating us, helping us to stay on track, helping us to be on our life course and to grow and to have new experiences coming in. So having the Tower card follow the Six of Wands, whatever news is coming in, it could be potentially, absolutely, positively life-changing for many of you. And that can be terrifying, even when it's a good thing. Change is scary. But these are big changes. We know they're big changes because the Tower is here. Okay? Now, your next card coming up is the Temperance card. Now we have major arcana cards coming in back to back. Even though I'm setting the intention to look at your week here for August 16th through the 22nd, this is energy that's going to be around for a while. Major arcana cards, as I said, this is a new chapter. This is a new crossroads. And when we have major arcana cards coming in back to back, this is massive changes happening in a short period of time. This is energetic upgrades. This is evolution. This is ascension. This is massive. And on one hand, the Temperance card comes in with the message of divine timing and patience and compromise. However, we have very fast cards coming up in front of it. We have the Six of Wands. We have the Tower card. And so this brings us to the other meaning of the Temperance card, which can be stepping onto our life path. Stepping onto the path in which we feel that we're going to be able to take our gifts and our abilities and talents and to serve others. You know, to show up in the world and to contribute in the way that comes natural for us or that we were meant to do. And so many of you are beginning to understand your calling, or you're beginning to hear that calling. You're beginning to answer this divine calling to something bigger, something more meaningful. I feel some of you might find yourself being called to contribute in a very important collaboration that might be becoming some kind of a committee in the future, in which you're going to be able to bring about change. But the Temperance card, as I said, can be where we're beginning to step into our life path. Temperance card also reminds us to be gentle with ourselves. These changes are coming in really big ways, but that doesn't mean that you have to be going, 200% 24/7. Okay, some of you might be like, oh my gosh, there's really good things happening right now. Let me hurry up and try to get as much pushed out as I can before this good luck runs out. And Temperance is saying, no, it's here to stay. There is no running out. You're not on a race against the clock here. These changes are permanent. And I know that can be hard to believe, and I've said this in previous videos. Capricorn, you guys have had a really rough run. You guys have had a really rough several years, right? I'm not a Capricorn. All my siblings are Capricorns. I'm a Scorpio. But much like Capricorn, Scorpio had a really bad 10 to 12 years because of the Saturn the cycle Saturn was in, okay? And so that just barely let up for Scorpio a couple of years ago, and they're still trying to recover. And so Capricorn, some of you are in this energy where you're coming out of that rough patch, that rough period Capricorn's had for a long time. And now that these happy things are happening, some of you are scared. You're like, well, how long is it going to last? When is it going to go wrong? And Spirit is saying it's not going to go wrong. These changes are permanent. Okay, you've healed what you needed to heal. You've released what you needed to release. You've let go of what you needed to let go. And this is the new life. Okay, now your next card coming in, my darlings, is the Three of Pentacles. Talk about confirmation of a message. Three of Pentacles is going to be laying down a new foundation. Three of Pentacles is going to be a foundation from which you're going to grow. There's a lot of growth in the future that lies ahead when we see the Three of Pentacles. Now, I did mention I felt some of you were going to have an opportunity to be called into some kind of a collaboration that might become some type of a committee, and Three of Pentacles would really confirm that energy as well, right? A lot of you are laying down a new foundation, a solid foundation, and you're building upon it. You're building upon it. I feel some of you might even be doing something in terms of freelance work or independent contract work that ends up turning into starting a company or a business with someone that you're going to be able to come on to as like a very high level person in that business, right? Because you helped start it. Maybe you're not going to be a partner or an owner. Maybe you're not going to be an investor unless you decide to put in some of your own money there, but that's a whole nother topic. Okay, that's like case by case situation. I'm not going to tell anybody to hand over money to anyone. That's a case by case situation. But you might find yourself being there at the time that this is being newly formed, and now you're going to get to be in a very high level as employees start to get hired, as people start to come in. I feel like a lot of you are creating something new that's going to end up being very big. We're going to look at love and romance here. And as always, you know, some weeks your sun sign might not resonate as much as your moon sign or your rising sign or your Venus sign. So I always encourage you guys to check those out as well if you want a little extra information or see if it resonates more or adds information. But let's go ahead and see what's coming up here. Here is card 1 for Capricorn love, card 2, and card 3. Capricorn, I feel like somebody is nagging you and you're sick of it. Like, you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. Like, I just feel like you might be dealing with somebody who's complaining a lot, or they're criticizing you a lot, and you're just like, I want this off me. I want this off my back. It's so annoying, so annoying. So if you're a cross watcher, I can tell you Capricorn just might be in the energy right now where they don't want to be around anything that feels negative or complaining or critical. They have enough on their plate right now, I feel. That's what I feel, Capricorn. Like, you have enough on your plate and you're like, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this. Now we have here Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles gets a bad rap when it comes to love readings, because a lot of people see it as like, oh, this person is juggling you and somebody else. Now, I'm not going to say that Two of Pentacles never means that, okay? But it doesn't always mean that, okay? It's not like an automatic. If you're getting a love reading and you see Two of Pentacles, don't panic. That doesn't automatically mean, oh, they're juggling you and somebody else. It depends on the energy of the situation and the other cards that come up. Two of Pentacles can come up when something is a lot of work and it's not fun anymore. And if it's gonna succeed and if it's gonna work out, we need to bring in some kind of fun into it. Okay, Capricorn, you may have been drawn to somebody because they seemed like a lot of fun. They seemed very positive. They seemed very exciting. And now all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, whoa, what is this? What's going on? Right? Like this is a lot of work. This is a lot of work. Now, the roles could be reversed. Maybe you feel like you're trying to get somebody to open up to you. Maybe like you guys were having a lot of fun and you feel like, you know, they're not opening up or they're not giving you enough like emotional intimacy. Maybe the role is reversed. But Two of Pentacles can come up to say like, look, you're going to get a lot closer to this person if you can find a way to bring fun into it, to bring lighter hearted energy into it. Two of Pentacles can also be the need to get out of our head. Sometimes when the Two of Pentacles comes up, we're feeling foolish, we're feeling embarrassed, we're feeling judged by the other person, but it's because we're stuck in our head and we're having all of these like negative kind of thoughts about ourselves, and we're assuming that that person is thinking negatively about us. So Two of Pentacles says get grounded, Get out of your head, be in the present moment, and try to make it fun. Right? Sometimes when we want to get close to somebody, we start going like for the deepest stuff. We start, going way down to the deep levels, and we start having really serious conversations. And sometimes people aren't ready for that. And maybe somebody is doing that to you, and you haven't been able to figure out what you want to do. You're like, I don't want to break up with this person, but my God, this is annoying. Right? But you haven't known how to fix the situation. So maybe you can take the lead, Capricorn, and try to bring things into a more fun energy, or to explain to that person, like, I'm not looking to walk away right now from this. I'm just really stressed out. There's a lot of changes happening in my life. I have a lot of big things going on right now. I just want to try to stay positive. I want to have a good time with you. I want to have fun with you. That doesn't mean that I'm not taking you seriously. I just can't be in this heavy energy right now. So maybe that's what you need to let this person know. The next card here is the Six of Cups, and this can be a reconciliation of somebody coming back from the past. Okay, maybe some of you are juggling that decision or that choice. You're dealing with a relationship and someone from the past might be returning. Maybe you're single and someone from the past is returning, and you're like, holy moly, what do I do? What do I do? On one hand, I really miss them. On the other hand, I want to leave the past in the past. Some of you might be trying to figure that out. This can also be Six of Cups, issues involving children, where some of you are having a hard time balancing your parental obligations and responsibilities with your love life. Okay, and if that's the case, you might be facing the decision or the choice, like, am I going to start bringing my kids along? Are we going to start doing like family type things together when we go out? Is this person ready for that? Right? That's going to be case by case. I can't do a general reading and be like, yeah, Capricorn, your person's totally ready to step into that. It's going to be case by case. But there's definitely, here's for some of you, a situation involving children. I feel some of you might be feeling pressure to have a child right now, and you're just not ready. Guys, please, this is my rule for everything, especially about kids. This is my rule for everything, but especially about kids. If the idea of doing something makes you uncomfortable, or you don't feel ready for it, don't do it. Don't do it. I understand it can be scary to be like, well, I don't want to upset this person or let them down, or I don't want to hurt their feelings. I get that. But you also don't want to be miserable, and you don't want to be uncomfortable, and you don't want to get yourself into something that, you're not going to be able to get out of later. So some of you are being pressured to have kids, and if your gut is telling you this is not the time to do it, listen to that. Okay? Other ones of you that are having pressures with your kids and your love life and balancing the two, try to bring fun into it. Maybe you're bringing a lot of discipline. Maybe you're really kind of like, coming down on the kids that, like, you have to do this and you have to do that because I have to go do this, I have to go do that. Try to make it fun. Try to make it playful. Your kids don't want to clean up and they don't want to put their toys away. Okay, well, maybe they're not toys that they're putting away. Maybe it's our magic treasure, and the bad guys are going to come and try to steal our magic treasure, so we're going to hurry up and we're going to hide the magic treasure from the bad pirates so that they can't get the magic treasure, like whatever, like turn it into something fun. It doesn't have to be so much work. My next card here is the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups can come up when we have a lot of things to consider. And again, Seven of Cups gets a bad rap when it comes to love readings, because people see Seven of Cups and they're like, oh, that means this person is being a player. That means this person is, jumping into bed with a lot of different people. Again, Seven of Cups can mean that sometimes, depending on the other cards and depending on the energy in the situation. Seven of Cups is not always going to be multiple partners. Seven of Cups can be directions in life. Do I want to be single? Do I want to be in a relationship? If I want to be in a relationship, do I want to have companionship? Do I want to live separate? Do I want to be married? Do I just want to move in with someone? What is that going to look like for me? Do I want to focus on my career? It can be anything. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're with someone who's out there, hoeing it up, okay? It doesn't always mean that. I feel the Seven of Cups, Capricorn, is in your energy, not your love interest, not your partner. Obviously, roles can be reversed, but I feel like it's in your energy where you're beginning to have some doubts. You're like, okay, this is here. This person wants to get solid. This person wants to get really serious. And I've been wanting that, and I've manifested this in some ways, but is it really what I want? Is it really what I want? Like, some of you are having this moment of, you know, what should I be doing? What should I be focusing on? Especially since in the non-love reading, we know there's a lot of big energy coming into your life. There's a lot of big changes coming into your life. And I will say this, Capricorn, I feel like a lot of you are on the verge that you're going to be meeting a lot of new people in the near future because of these changes. And if you do get super serious or settled down, you might find yourself being tempted in the future. That doesn't mean that you're going to take that, you know, temptation and run with it, but be aware of that. If you're kind of on the fence about something, don't feel pressured to do something that you're not ready to do. You may want to check out your moon sign, your rising sign, your Venus sign, if this doesn't resonate, or if you just want to get a little more information. If you would like a private reading with me, I'm more than happy to give you a private reading. If you go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. I am having a limited time sale up until Tuesday evening where the prices are reduced. So until the calendar fills up or until Tuesday evening, we'll have reduced pricing. If you want information on the reduced pricing, that's in the community tab, but you can go to calendly.com/amethystangelite and schedule a private reading with me there. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Bye, my dears. Be well.